Have you ever seen a place so beautiful, mysterious, even deadly, that it's completely off limits, yet people still risk everything to reach it? From snake-infested dead islands, to radioactive ghost towns, to ultra-secret military bases, these sites are all legally forbidden. But that only makes them more irresistible. And trust me, you'll want to watch until the very end. Because number one isn't just forbidden, it's shrouded in decades of military secrets and conspiracy. Top 10. North Sentinel Island, India. The island nobody may set foot on. In the Andaman archipelago of India lies a small, but totally forbidden, island. North Sentinel Island, home to the Sentinelese, one of the world's last uncontacted tribes. India's government issued an absolute ban on all access in 1956, after multiple mortal attacks on outsiders. The Sentinelese reject any form of modern contact and respond violently to intruders. In 2018, American missionary John Allen Chow was killed after illegally approaching the island. His body could not be recovered due to the extreme danger. Just appearing on the island is reason enough to be attacked. But if native inhabitants aren't the only guardian of a location, what about a place so forbidden the government outright denies its existence? Top 9. Surtsey Island, Iceland. The island only science can visit. Imagine a brand new island emerging from the sea, and only a handful of people on Earth are ever allowed to step foot on it. This is Surtsey, a volcanic island located off the southern coast of Iceland, formed in 1963 after a powerful eruption that lasted more than 3 years. From the moment it was born, Surtsey became a perfect natural laboratory for scientists to study how life begins on new land. The Icelandic government has placed a strict ban on any visitors, including tourists. Only specially authorized researchers are allowed to set foot on the island. Why? Because even a single piece of trash or a stray seed could contaminate its fragile ecosystem and destroy decades of scientific data. Scientists have observed the natural arrival of mosses, lichens, seabirds, and even earthworms, without any human interference. A newborn island so pristine that humans themselves are forbidden to get too close. But while Surtsey is off limits to protect nature, the next place is forbidden because of one of the deadliest disasters in human history. Let's travel to Pripyat, Ukraine. Top 8. Pripyat, Ukraine, the radioactive ghost town, next to Chernobyl. On April 26, 1986, reactor number 4 at Chernobyl erupted, causing the worst nuclear disaster in history. Nearby Pripyat, once home to 49,000 residents, was evacuated in hours and left abandoned. Though limited tourist access is now allowed, vast zones, especially within the 30-kilometer exclusion zone, remain strictly off-limits due to lethal radiation. Unauthorized intruders are arrested or fined. Since the 2019 Chernobyl series, illegal entry has surged despite repeat warnings that some areas will remain unsafe for thousands of years. A city frozen in time, haunting, hazardous, and abandoned. But if ghost towns aren't unnerving enough, brace yourself for the next place, ruled by snakes. Top 7. Snake Island, Ilha da Queimada Grande, Brazil. The island of killer snakes. About 33 kilometers off the coast of Brazil lies an island for the faint of heart. Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island. It's home to an estimated 4,000 venomous snakes, most notably the golden lancehead viper, Bothrops insularis, whose venom can dissolve human flesh. Local legend says that every settlement has died out. Brazil's government strictly forbids public access. Only a few protected scientists are ever allowed. A bite can kill within an hour if untreated. And with no medical services nearby, stepping foot here is near suicidal. If there's a place you can't take your eyes off for a second without fearing you'll meet a snake, this is it. But sometimes, the real bans come not from nature, but from sacred tradition. Top 6. Ise Grand Shrine, Japan. The most sacred temple, only for royalty. In Japan, there's a shrine nearly accessible to no one, except one person, the High Priestess, a royal family member. Ise Grand Shrine, Ise Jingu, in Mie Prefecture, is the holiest site in Shinto. First built around 4 BC, and every 20 years since 692 AD, it's been demolished and rebuilt as a symbol of renewal. The interior, where the sun goddess Amaterasu is worshipped, is absolutely off-limits to outsiders. Only high priests and royals may enter. Visitors can only glimpse the rooftops from a distance. Still, it draws around 8 million pilgrims annually, despite offering almost nothing to see. You can visit, but you can't truly enter. And while Japan bans access on sacred grounds, other places are sealed off because of wartime pain and secrecy. Onwards to Germany. Top 5. Wünsdorf, Germany, the forgotten Soviet military town. About 40 kilometers from Berlin lies Wünsdorf, once known as Little Moscow, the largest Soviet military command outside Russia. From 1945 to 1994, over 75,000 Soviet troops and their families lived here, until the Cold War ended. Today, the town is off-limits, fenced off by the German government amid fears of leftover mines and chemical weapons. Urban explorers who sneak in face legal trouble and safety risks. Abandoned structures remain: stadiums, military theaters, nuclear bunkers, and Soviet propaganda murals. Though nearly depopulated, it exudes a haunting wartime grandeur. A forgotten city, sealed from the world, but magnetic to the curious. Up next, a sacred site enclosed by moats and stone walls forbidden since the 15th century. Top 4. Rosslyn Chapel, Scotland, the door that never opens. Rosslyn Chapel, built in 1446 in Scotland, is one of Europe's most mysterious structures. Spotlighted by the Da Vinci Code novel and the 2006 film, it drew worldwide curiosity. Inside the chapel lies a sealed crypt, rumored to hold secrets of the Freemasons, or even the Holy Grail, according to conspiracy theories. The crypt has never been opened, sealed since the 15th century by church decree. Countless carved symbols and sculptures line its walls, many still undeciphered, leading researchers to call it a stone cipher. You're welcome to explore the chapel, but the heart of its mystery remains hidden forever. Next, we'll board a ship to the ocean's mysterious prison island. Top 3. Poveglia Island, Italy, the burning mass grave in the sea. Just a few kilometers from Venice lies Poveglia Island, Italy's so-called cursed island. In the 18th century, it served as a quarantine and cremation site for plague victims. Reportedly over 160,000 died here. In the early 20th century, it became a mental hospital, where patients allegedly faced torture and mysterious deaths. Tales of ghosts, screams, and shadowy figures still swirl among locals. The Italian government has forthrightly banned public access, but thrill-seekers still hire private boats or sneak in illegally to film vlogs and explore at great risk. An island steeped in death and mystery, but not the most heavily guarded. Up next, a military base no one can approach without facing extermination. Top 2. Pine Gap Base, Australia. The Australian Area 51. Deep in Australia's Red Desert near Alice Springs is Pine Gap, a top-secret joint U.S.-Australian military base since 1970. It's said to be the global satellite control and intelligence hub for the Five Eyes Alliance. The site is under 24/7 armed guard, its airspace completely off-limits, and radar systems track any object hundreds of kilometers away. No civilian may come within 5 km. The Australian government releases almost no information about Pine Gap, though former employees say it gathers intelligence over the Middle East and Asia Pacific. a global watchtower shrouded in secrecy. But our final location isn't sealed for politics or strategy. It's locked down because stepping there could erase your very existence. Top 1. Gruinard Island, Scotland. The bioweapon dead zone. During World War II, Britain tested biological weapons on Gruinard Island, releasing anthrax spores, one of the deadliest pathogens. The contamination was so severe that the island was immediately sealed off for 48 years. In 1986, a massive decontamination effort used 280 tons of diluted formaldehyde, and by 1990, the government officially declared it safe. But scientists warn that anthrax spores can remain in the soil for over 100 years, and stepping foot without protective gear could still be fatal. It earns number 1 not for beauty or secrets, but because it was turned into a biological death zone by human hands. Curiosity is human nature. The more forbidden something is, the more we want to see it. But some places are off limits not because of laws, but because your very life is at stake. From snake islands and sealed chapels to impenetrable military bases, everything here makes you feel like you've stepped into another world. Drop a comment. Which one haunted you the most? And if you want to discover more of Earth's hidden mysteries, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell.